Session we have learned the bills journals, that is the bills receivable journal, bills payable journal, and a specific journal, that is journal proper. In today's session we are going to understand the next subsidiary book, that is ledger. So in journal each transaction is dealing with separately. By looking at the journal one cannot make an idea of the net effect of the transaction. The record is made date wise. Transactions which occurs on different dates but are similar in nature are recorded in different places. In order to get an idea about the act of net effect of the transaction, the entries recorded on the journal have to be processed further. In the ledger, all the transactions which are similar in nature are brought together. For example, all transactions relating to cash are grouped in one place. A ledger is maintained account-wise. The statement relating to a particular subject for a particular period of time and in which the transactions are arranged in a systematic manner is called as an account. A separate account is open for each account and different folios are attached to different accounts. Entries in the ledger are posted from the journal. The process of transmitting or transferring entries from the journal to the ledger is called as ledger posting. The opening entry for various assets should be posted by writing to balance brought down on the debit side of the relevant account. Similarly, for liabilities account, it should be posted by writing by balance brought down on the credit side of the relevant account. So here is the pro forma of the ledger account. So account title, debit, credit, date particular journal folio amount, date particular journal folio amount. Now, what are the steps in ledger posting? So first, enter the date of transaction on the debit side of the relevant account. Then, the titles of the accounts to be credited and debited are entered in the particulars column. The accounts to be credited is preceded by the word to, and the accounts to be debited is preceded by the word by. In journal folio, that is JF column, is meant for writing the page numbers of the journal on which the journal entry is passed. Amount column represents the amount mentioned in the journal against the title of the account under consideration. The ledger accounts are balanced at the time of extracting the trial balance. The format of ledger used in the recent days is as under. So we'll see how to do the journal entries and how to transfer those journal entries into the ledgers. So first, here in the numerical you have the journal entry, that is on 4th August 2020 we have goods account debit 5,000 to cash account. So here we need to prepare various ledgers as we have seen in the formats. So goods account and the cash account, these are the two ledgers. So the entry is goods account debit to cash account. So goods account debit, that is 4th August to cash account. In the goods account debit we have to write down to cash account, and on the cash account credit side we have to write down by goods account. So this way we can post the journal entry into the ledger. Then next journal entry is on 6th August, that is cash account debit 3,000 to Ali and company account. So here we need two accounts, cash account and Ali account. So we need to do cash account debit. So on the debit side of the cash account we have to write down to Ali and company account, and on the credit side of Ali and company account second effect, that is by cash account. Then next transaction is cash account debit to goods account. So that is the journal entry 4,000 4,000. So we need to do it post in the respective ledgers. So here we require goods account and cash account. So in the cash account debit we need to write down to goods account. So cash account debit goods to goods account 4,000, and in the goods account credit by cash account 4,000. Then the last transaction on 9th August we have Praveen account debit 2,000 to bank account 1,900 and to discount account 100. So in the debit side of the Praveen account we need to write down the bifurcation of this 2,000, that is 1,900 and 100. So first bank account 1,900 and the second to discount account 100, and we need to do the posting of this particular transaction which is having second effect on the credit side of bank account and the credit side of discount account, that is by Praveen account 1,900 and by discount account by Praveen account in the discount column 100. So this way we can do the posting of the respective journal entries into the ledgers. Now we'll see how to balance the accounts. So after posting into the ledger, the next step is to ascertain the net effect of all the transactions posted to an account, that is balancing of the ledger account. So balance of an account is the difference between total debits and the total of credits appearing in the account. So it is of three types. So there are balances like debit balance. When debit side of an account is larger in amount than the credit side, it has a debit balance. What is a credit balance? When credit side of an account is larger in amount than debit side, it has a credit balance. Then third is nil balance. When debit side is equals to the credit side, it has nil balance. So the subdivision of ledgers. The ledgers are classified into assets, liabilities, capital, revenues and expenses. So as you have been cleared with balancing of the accounts, we'll see one example to understand in detail how the balancing of account is done. So here it is an example of a cash account where there is a debit side and there is a credit side. So cash account is a real account. So on first there is one transaction to capital account 50,000. On 5th we have buy RAM 2000. On 10th July we have buy purchase 5,000. On 15th we have to sales account 5,000. On 15th we again have the payment by salary 1,000. Then on 25 by rent 3,000. And then we need to do the balancing. So first we need to understand which side is bigger. So here we have 5 plus 2 7 plus 1 8 plus 3 11,000, and here we have 55,000. So the debit side is bigger than the credit side. So here we have the 55,000, and at the credit side if we write 55,000 we have to subtract that from this, and we will have a balance in the credit side. Here the debit side is larger than the credit side, so the balance is a debit balance, but we need to write down it into the credit side of the respective account. So once it is written over here, then we need to balance the account, and on 1st August we have the opening balance, so it is a debit balance. So in this way we can balance the accounts. So now with the help of balancing of an account, we have balanced the account. So here cash account debit side is larger than the credit side, so it has a debit balance of rupees 44,000, which is shown on the credit side. Then moving towards the next point, that is